Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing my everyday makeup look. I've had so many questions on this. This is like the main thing I have questions on just because it is a really natural look and nothing too dramatic. I wear this to work every day. I wear it out shopping. I wear it to dinner if I don't feel like doing a dramatic eye or anything. So it's just something pretty quick and easy. So before I get started on that, I do have some exciting news to tell you. I am doing my first giveaway. I'm going to be posting about it this coming week. I will be posting all the rules and everything on my Instagram. So if you aren't already, go ahead and follow me on my Instagram. I'll tag it down below. So I just wanted to show you guys what I have for the giveaway. I did do 2 Morphe eyeshadow palettes, so I'm going to show you guys those. I did open the eyeshadows just to show you guys. This one is the 9 Eye So Iconic palette. It's definitely like a cooler palette. It's got a really pretty blue in it. I have not tried this one out, but I do have a few of these little ones myself, and I do love them. I'm also adding the second eyeshadow palette. This is the 9C Jewel Crew, and it's definitely warmer colors. It's super pretty for like spring coming up. And then I'm also putting in a 6 brush collection by Morphe. These are all Morphe brushes. You can see that they're all eye ones down here. And I love all the Morphe brushes, so I was super excited to throw this in there. And then I also am throwing in the new Beauty Blender, or the new sponge by Morphe. It's for the highlight and contour. It came out with the new foundation. I am super excited about this giveaway, so be sure to look on my Instagram. Next week I will be sending this one out and see who the winner is. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and start on my everyday makeup look. Alright, so first, before I start with my foundation, I am going to go in with moisturizer, and I do like to moisturize my lips, so I did go in with my the Fresh Sugar Lip Caramel Hydrating Balm. So I do put that on before, just so it gets to hydrate my lips before I apply my lipstick. So I am going to go with the Lacies moisturizer, and this one's for pretty much all skin types. They do have different ones for oily or dry skin. So I am going to go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It is a silicone primer, which is really important when, depending on what kind of foundation you're using. So if you're using like a silicone primer with a matte foundation, or foundations that have more silicone in it, it lays nicer on your face. So I love this primer for that reason. It makes it have a perfect, like, flawless look on your skin. For foundation today, I am going to be using the Morphe Fluidity foundation like I used in my first video. I ended up liking this foundation. It is a really matte foundation, but since I am doing like an everyday makeup look, something with flawless skin, I think this is a great foundation. I am in the shade F2.110, so I am going to just put this on my hand and just take a foundation brush and start to apply that all around my face. Once I have my foundation on, I am taking a Morphe M439 brush, and it's just going to help buff out the foundation. And wherever I find some of those spots I feel like didn't get covered, I just go back through with this brush with foundation on it and reapply. Alright, and now I'm going to be taking the Morphe concealer. I did end up going back to the store and getting a lighter shade. I do like the Morphe concealer with the Morphe foundation just because I feel like they're both so matte that you get the same effect from both rather than like mixing a different concealer with it. So I am just going to go ahead and apply this. Now that I have my concealer on, I am going to take my wet beauty blender and start to blend my concealer out. Alright, so I just blended that out. So now I'm going to take my Laura Mercier powder. This is the translucent powder. I'm going to take my dry beauty blender, and I'm going to stamp into the powder. So this is pretty much what baking your face is. I do a lot of the same stuff as my Valentine's Day video. This is just like my go-to stuff, so I'm always going to be baking my face. I feel like it just helps set the concealer and it helps last it all day. I'm just going in and stamping the powder right where I put my concealer. Same thing on the other side. And you kind of like want to see that cakiness to the baking. And you can almost feel it starting to get a little bit like almost hard. And that just helps setting the concealer. So I'm going to do it on top of my forehead as well. And then I also do the sides of my face. And then I'll even run over my eyes again with the wet one. And then whatever's on the accent, or whatever's left on the sponge, I will just apply it over my eyelid. I just brush off the excess powder. And then that just creates a really smooth, it just looks super smooth and flawless. Do the same thing on top of my forehead and on the sides. Alright, so I had a lot of people asking me about my eyebrows in my last video, since I do them with eyeshadow. A lot of people are asking me, like, does it stay? Does it last long? Does it smudge? But I feel like if you're setting your face with powder and you are putting a foundation through your eyebrow, it does have a little bit of that stick to it. So the powder, the eyeshadow powder, is going to stick to your foundation or the powder that's already there. So I am using the Tarte Pro palette. I use one of the browns in here. It is a little messy because I just traveled with it, but I'm using the shade Smoked, and you can tell how much I use it. I've had this palette for like 2 years, but it's probably expired. Yeah, it says 12 months, but whatever. But I am just going to take the Anastasia angled eyebrow brush. I don't know if you can see it. It's just a little angled brush. It has the bristle on the other side. And then all I do is I just take this, sometimes I do get it wet a little bit, just to kind of grab that eyeshadow, and I just start to dab it into the powder. So you don't want like too much on, but enough to get like a good line out of it. So just before I fill them in, sometimes I do like to make them a little bit skinnier when it's like an everyday makeup look. That way it doesn't look so like thick and bold. Sometimes when I do like a dramatic eye, I like to show my eyebrow a little bit more. Alright, so now I am going to go and conceal off camera just because it is easier for me to see, using the same Morphe concealer while I conceal my eyebrows. Alright, so now that I got my eyebrows on, I am going to go in and start to contour my face. I am using my same Too Faced chocolate bronze. Take an angled brush and start to contour. So in my last video I was saying how I start above my ear when I contour, which I am going to do today, and start to make little circles on my cheekbone on both sides. So you can start to see where I'm starting to get my contour. And I even bring that up on the sides of my face. Blending brush again and kind of just run through my face so it all looks blended. You're not having any harsh lines or anything. Sometimes if you do want to see more of that highlight, you can go back through with your beauty blender that had the powder on it. Alright, and then I do take my bronzer again with the bigger blending brush, and I just start to go down my neck a little bit just so everything's matching, and even by my ears. Like I said in my last video, this is my favorite thing, like I have to have every day. So of course I'm going to use it on my everyday makeup. This is the Illuminator by the Beauty Bakery brand I was talking about. This is a little bit of a bronzier color. It's got such a pretty, it's so pretty when it lays down on top of your contour. So I'm just going to take a highlighting brush and just kind of follow along with my contour. So for blush today, I am going to be taking the Morphe blush palette. These are the colors in it, and it's a little bit, yeah, I would say cooler of the colors. I know the other palette was just way too bright for me, so I don't really wear blush a whole lot, but sometimes I do feel like to warm up some of the face. So I am going to be taking these two colors, Sexy and Driven. I'm just going to go in and dab both of those. And I'm just going to be doing right on my cheekbones, just to add a little bit of color. So next I'm going to be highlighting my face. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't highlight, but today I do think I'm going to be highlighting. So I'm going to be taking the Becca and Chloe Malika highlighting palette, and I'm just going to take any eyeshadow brush or something that's small enough, even a small fan brush you can use. Going in with this lighter shade, and then highlighting the tip of my nose and the top of my nose. And then I am going to be highlighting my Cupid's bow, so I just do 2 straight lines. And then, I don't know if I'm going to do the inner corner of my eye today, but I am going to highlight my brow bone, so I just go right underneath the arch. If you feel a little bright, I just take my blending brush again and just run over some of those spots. And then I am just going to take my Morphe setting mist, just because I've been loving Morphe lately, and go ahead and spray that. And next I'm going to be applying my lashes. My everyday lash, my go-to lash, is the Ardell Natural Lacies. They're black. They also sell these, but they're 111 in the natural lash line. They're pretty much identical, so either one you get. They're the longest ones in that line though, so of course I have to have the longest ones. I do always cut down my the lashes to my size of my eye. Normally I know it's three little lashes I have to cut off. I'm going to go ahead and open these up and apply them off camera. So I put my lashes on, and today I'm going to be using the NARS Climax Mascara. I always apply my lashes on first, just because I cannot stand when the lashes aren't joined together, so I just make sure that they are all lined up together. Alright, so normally when I do my everyday makeup or a really soft makeup look, a really quick makeup look, I always go to a nude lipstick. So I am using the Kylie Jenner No Peeking Velvet lipstick from her winter collection. It's a really kind of light peach nude color. So this is my final look today. It is a super easy, pretty quick, just an everyday kind of look, and you have a flawless skin. It looks pretty natural. It's nothing too heavy, nothing too crazy, and you're still getting a little bit of glam with the brows and the eyelashes. Do a nude lipstick. It looks really glam, but still natural, which I love. This is the final look, so I hope you guys enjoyed it today, and I look forward to seeing you guys on my next video. If you guys have any comments or questions, you can leave them down below. Go ahead and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I will see you guys next video, and thank you for watching.